Yeah, 15:07 and you can start. The first GD topic, I'm just reading out the okay, anyway, I'm not reading it out. Carry on.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Today we got a topic for GD, which is the best kind of industry for MBA fresher within the BFSI sector. In which your opinion is the best place to be in banking, financial sector, or in industry, or in insurance industry. In my opinion, MBA freshers can directly choose financial services sector.
Hi, this is Shweta. Yes, and I do agree with you. As an MBA fresher, my opinion would also be financial services again, that is into mutual funds. I feel comparatively there's a lot of things to be learned in mutual fund, and the financial management and all those things are being done, and we'll also learn about the economy and all in mutual funds. It again goes to like stock marketing and all.
I am also agree with this two people because financial sector in our nation now all are aware of mutual funds and financial share markets. Now say they are more concentrated on financial sectors for starting their job.
Yes, there will be one.
We are investing in our money in mutual funds and share markets very good in our future.
Actually, there's nothing wrong in going for banking sector as well as for insurance also, but according to my opinion, banking also is good compared to mutual funds and insurance, but my top priority goes to mutual funds. And insurance, I think we can do, but usually people have that mindset like insurance is not good, that or not. So,
in my opinion, banking and insurance industry are a very aged industry as far as Indian economy. But financial services like financial planning and mutual fund investment or share broking, etc. As India has a stock exchange, BSE is the first stock exchange in Asia in 1857, I think. But even though BSE was there, but now only the recent around 20 years onwards only our economy starts more investment in the stock market and as well as in mutual fund. We have to learn many things in mutual fund investment as far as in broking of shares. Sankita, what's your opinion about this?
yeah, I do agree to this. It's mainly useful for female insurance would be best suited. It not only pertains to a particular industry, all industry, that is BFSI, banking, financial, all should female. Coming to your point, Junaid, again, mutual funds, like the youngsters are more attracted to mutual fund, that is fund managing and all that kind of stuff. And actually, I was impressed by those fund managers who manages the fund and all. So they given the top priority, and the way they manage the fund and putting into different sectors and getting back the revenue and profits and all. it's really a tough task, but there's actually a lot to learn from those people, and I think that attracted my eyes to go choose for mutual fund.
Insurance industry is also okay for us, but people are not aware of that policies because of they are not trying to learn all things in what the agent telling what is they telling. They are not learned how much they are telling, what is the benefit. They are from insurance agent, no? They are the people. We are meet the people, consumers. They are telling I don't want for policies. I'm not interested like that because of they are not aware of these policies, their benefits. Like. But in mutual fund, now all are knows what it will happen. Like that.
See, actually, mutual fund is open, whereas life insurance, insurance is not like that. You need to go to particular customer and talk to them and tell everything. But in mutual fund, no, you get people towards you and you attract those people to come and start investing in your funds and all.
Yeah, Shweta, what you said is right. As far as in mutual fund industry, everything is dependent on market.
Yeah.
But in insurance industry, how we tackle the customer, then only we will get the business. Then only we can earn, right?
Not only business, like again, life insurance. Insurance also has advantages over that, but comparatively, I think it is lesser.
Yeah.
If you are looking in the view of customer, insurance is the best for their savings and everything. But now we are talking about as our concerns. We are MBA freshers. Where we have to work in mutual fund industry. In mutual fund industry, I think there are competition, but it is less.
And what do people have to say about banking sector? Because banking till this date, like banking was, I think, given the top priority. People used to want to go for banking only.
In banking, you are saying for job, people are ready to go to bank. You are saying about that. Yeah, there are.
Because even now you find so many people who tell that they want to go for banking only. They give the first priority is banking and then the other private sector. So they tell it is performance based, and in banking, well, it is not like that, and so much of work is also not there. Whereas in compared to private sectors and all, everything is based on performance. So you need to
Work more.
And work more, right?
In banking sector, I don't think that as an MBA fresher, we won't get a job in banking in the top management or middle level management. The thing is that the main work we're supposed to get in banking sector is that to get the accounts, to get the new accounts for the bank. If we are giving the same effort in the insurance industry, we can earn more. We can learn more. We can earn more as well as we can learn more.
And what about the security part? Well, in banking, it is not so, I guess. In insurance, is there any security that you're going to be in this industry for long, as is a guarantee given in banking sector?
In insurance industry, whatever effort we have done in the past, how much business we have done, for that we are getting benefit in the future.
And what do you have to say about banking?
Banking,
Insurance.
There is some limitations.
In what?
In salary case.
Yeah.
If we are in insurance sector, no, we will get salary depends upon this. We will get commission depends upon our effort performance. How much people will getting.
People are responding what insurance industry is okay. Otherwise, it's not.
Sangeeta, tell me what's your opinion in banking sector or financial sector, financial service sector? Which one is best? As far as yours
As for
concerned.
this thing, it depends upon the individual, how in which he is interested. He'll be interested in what to. He will
What
not
is
be
your
interested in
opinion?
What is your opinion? That's what I'm
We are talking about insurance industry.
Yeah.
Which one is best?
Sagina, you said
On my part, it is everything is.
Everything is good.
Yeah.
So if you are
Which
you are
is the
getting three
Banking.
offer letter, one is from banking sector, then second one is financial service sector, and third from insurance industry.
Sangeeta, which is
Which
banking
one you
sector.
choose?
Which you prefer?
Which one you prefer?
Financial.
Fine. Why?
More learnings are included there to invest. Suppose if you are earning that part, your money will grow there. How you'll be learning the funding of money of your money.
For our money or customers' money?
Huh?
Customers' money.
You know about the market trends and all, the investor or the advisor will be successful in his sale or in his business.
In insurance industry, I think everyone can sell. I am not saying that easily we can sell, but as far as we are talking about financial service sector, we need some technical skill. Where I invest, we
Yeah,
have
both
to
will
give
be
the
there.
advice to the customers who are come to us, and
talking about the risk factor, I think in banking there's no risk at all, and the insurance there's
There's
a
also-
little risk, and in mutual fund I think there's a higher
There's a
risk
higher
as
risk.
well as higher return. Also.
yeah. But we
I
can
think
say
so,
that
I think-
banking sector is worse because nowadays the people who earns more money is from banking sector only. There are people. But I think my suggestion is we can choose financial service sector because our Indian economy will grow more than 11% for the coming 20 years. That's expecting ratio. So it's financial. So
You're talking about financial.
yeah, financial sector.
In mutual funds doesn't
in all these four types of industry, there are different kinds of jobs, that is operations jobs and sales and marketing.
Yeah.
If a person is skillful and knowledgeable, knowledgeable person, he can, if he selects a sales and marketing job, he will be successful. Knowing about the products, what are the financial products, how it works. If a person, how to sell the product, taking the needs of the customers, looking at what they need, their position.
But in financial sector, for every business, marketing is essential. But in financial sector, I don't think that we need more marketing skill, because if the customers knows about our company, our business, how we are performing, customers will come. Automatically they will come. But there we need the operations too. How to invest, where we have to invest. In mutual fund also, as Shweta said earlier, how the fund managers invest, how they invest, how they are getting maximum return. So I think we need those people have more technical or technical and intelligent skill. They can prefer financial service sector. But small doubt I have to ask. I am not asking any question, but thing is, I just want to know that in banking sector in India, everyone knows that SBI is the best bank in India. But recently I read in the newspaper that SBI president, he said that he is getting lesser salary as comparison between ICICI and HDFC. Why? Why it has happened? I don't know. But in financial service sector, there is no. There are many players, but there are the equal
competition.
Yeah, competition.
And as an MBA fresher, when we look into in which sector there is a huge vacancy.
There are vacancies.
There are vacancies in banking sector as well as in financial sector and insurance.
And insurance also. The thing is that in insurance industry, as per now, Indian population is around 121 crore. But in that, around 3-4% only persons has insured their life.
Yeah.
We have a ocean in front of us.
So you mean to say that in
insurance sector there are plenty of job vacancies, but
People have good communication skill and selling skill.
they can
are
easily
insurance-
tackle the customers.
insurance sales. How to convince people. It's the most important in the insurance industry.
But we have not at all talked about broking, share broking.
I think it is a part of.
Yes, it is a part of that, but anyway, in mutual fund also, what will do? Where the fund manager invests. In equity,
Yeah.
in that, in gold, somewhere,
Real estate.
real estate. There they are investing. But we have to take the broking also.
But as an MBA fresher, would you like to go into?
Yeah, I'm ready to work in financial services, especially in mutual fund also.
Okay.
Because mutual fund industry,
Especially
in
in the
mutual fund,
broking.
I'm not interested in broking, but I am giving more preference in mutual fund only.
Yes.
Because we can learn broking also. We can learn share equity. Where, in which equity? Short term or long term? For the coming, say, 20-25 years, we can say surely that BFSI sector whole is the best industry for
Yeah.
every MPA freshers, because our economy is like that. Uh, So those people are not at all. They are not interested to take much risk in their job. They are not ready to take much responsibility. But in every job there is a responsibility. But I am not saying there is no responsibility. But in banking sector, responsibility is there. But in comparing to financial service sector, we have a responsibility towards the company. We have a responsibility towards the customer.
We are investing money in equity or debt. Which one is the best? I think equity is more risk and more return. What about debt?
Debt, we can say debt is okay, but we can in debt market, if we are investing in debt market, we can sure that our money will get back.
Your money will not
And,
go, there will be a guarantee.
There will be a guarantee, and as well as we will get a fixed interest in debt market. So I think you are very much interested to do broking.
Insurance in another 6 or 7 years, I think that will be the booming industry.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree with Shweta, but my opinion is that initially we can go if you are taking a IRDA license to do business. In that time, if you are enrolled in a financial service sector, we can also do the insurance business also. We can earn much more.
To earn money, there are n number of ways.
Yeah, there are n number of ways, but I think my opinion is that only.
I, as an MBA fresher, I think I'll again go with my first priorities, and I'll look into what kind of atmosphere is the job, and again I'll go with my satisfaction. If I'm satisfied, am I satisfied in that kind of job or not? And then I'll take a call into what I have to go. Well, my again first priority goes to in mutual fund itself, and
I think the allotted time is over. Now the time is 3:35.
5 minutes to go. Summary, 5 minutes to go.
We have reached the
I think we have almost discussed the
All ratings.
whole point, like what are the advantages, disadvantages based on compared to banking, financial services as well as an insurance. So I think the high
The more people are likely to
go for
do their
financial
financial
services, yeah.
industry.
So as I said earlier, again my first priority is mutual fund. So as an MBA fresher, I would like to, my opinion would be mutual fund and financial services sector.
I'm an MBA fresher. I would like to join my first job in financial sector.
In my opinion, I will go for the music.
In my opinion, even I will go into financial services this thing and I'll go my career. What about you?
Compared to three, I would like to learn financial services.
Okay, friends. Thanks for your thoughts. And I think this was a very interactive section, and we have learned something
Yeah, we have learned
from each
something.
other. So thank you.
Okay, guys. First group discussion practice session. I have lots of comments.
It is 9 10
This is 9, 10, 11, 12. I have quite a few comments, but I think it's a start. I will not say good start, bad start. It's not a bad start. It's a start. Obviously, you guys could have done a lot better. I somehow thought that the standard was better given our direct interactions, but I think there's a long way to go for each one of you guys. Anyway, a few learnings which I want to put in here. First point, and I think the most important point, you guys have not even understood the topic here. The topic itself is not. So in this case, why did you say it? Now you're saying it. The first part of my topic, which is I think which should cover 20 minutes, and after that only the last 10 minutes, which is what is the best kind of job you would join as an MBA fresher? What kind of job do you want? I'm not. Why did you get biased about financial? I'm not talking about financial sector at all. Not to start with. I'm saying as somebody who's passing out, whether MBA, BBA, whatever. I mean, for generic purpose, I've said MBA fresher. What kind of job are you looking for? What kind of industry rather? What kind of industry? Yeah, I didn't say job. Huh? I said what kind of industry are you looking for? That is the first part. Nobody spoke about that at all. I thought the 20 minutes of the discussion would happen here. And then, and immediately when Junaid read it out and people started talking only about BFSI, financial services or whatever. So please guys, lesson number 1 is, I think normally speaking, interviewers allow a long rope for you to talk about anything you want to talk about. I mean, all I'm saying is, expand the horizon. Don't go with the mindset for an interview that you will ask only about a bank assurance role or whatever. Expand your horizon and talk about the world. Lesson number 1. Lesson number 2. Let me talk about a few people and the right things that they did and talk about also the wrong things that people did. Junaid, you got Shweta, you got Sangeeta, you got Shinjo, you got Jobin. Okay. Lesson number 2, the right thing which Junaid did, he started off the discussion. The first sentences, whatever uttered by him, started the discussion. That showed leadership qualities, more than that confidence basically. I mean, leadership is not needed here, yeah. You need confidence. It showed his confidence. Okay. Quite a few times during the discussion, he, for example, there was an occasion where there was a long silence where nobody was talking anything. He started talking during the time to cover up the silence or whatever. So, silence may he, this will also happen in an interview. In an interview, between you and the interviewer, they will not know what to talk and what to, and please believe me guys, believe me when I'm taking, I mean I've been on this side, that side, in fact, not on the side of taking interviews like you, rather giving interviews like you, but more on taking interviews. I would have interviewed some 3,000, 4,000 people in the course of my career, and I can tell you, honestly speaking, I will not, as an interviewer, I will not know a thing, okay? I'll be a 0. I'll not know a thing. It is just confidence that I'm sitting on this side of the table. That's all. If you guys express the same kind of confidence, there is nothing stopping you from getting the job. It's not as if I have 2 horns and I know 100 people. Nothing. I myself do not know what to ask you here. Honestly speaking. Okay. So, that silence, for example, when the silence was there, and in an interview session also there will be silence. In that silence, you should cover up by talking about something or the other. That is the right thing to do. Point number 2. Point number 3. In a lot of sense, see, the learnings from GD and learnings from interview can be put together. In a lot of sense, you have heard of proportion, no? Length of interview is directly proportional to your success. Not necessarily the case. There is a huge proportion. I don't know if you understood what I am saying. If, for example, Shweta does an interview for 30 minutes and Sangeeta does an interview for 30 minutes and Shweta comes out in 5 minutes, I can be reasonably, though I cannot be sure. Unless Shweta is really great and 5 minutes mein decide karke chala, I can be reasonably confident that Sangeeta will succeed. So why I am saying this, the third message, which is, though I said quality is more important than quantity, that I still stick to that. At the same time, Junaid spoke a lot. Okay, he tried to cover up whatever the points are again and again repeated. That's the thing for the whole group. Nobody said anything. In fact, I don't know if any great points came out of this. But length of conversation or length of discussion or monologue was good from Junaid's side. So positive learnings are again, I'm repeating. He started off, it showed his confidence. That's something which is required in an interview or a GD. He covered the long gaps. Number 3, length of discussions was the highest from his side. Out of that 30 minutes of the group discussion, maybe about 10 minutes from Junaid. So these were some of the right things he did. The 4th thing he did, which is very right, and that is knowledge. He showed his knowledge. He spoke about whatever, it could be limited. He spoke about what he read in the papers about some SBI CEO talking about something. 2 or 3 places he showed his knowledge. He spoke about other things. Okay, you show what is relevant, you show what is knowledge, and you don't talk only about something which people have spoken in the last 10 minutes. You speak about other things in the world. So I think these are the 4 things which Junaid did very well. And in my opinion, as far as this GD is concerned, my top marks will go to Junaid. Okay. Next would be Shweta. What are the things she did right? First thing she did, and which is very right in an interview, this thing, lesson, you take a stance. You understand what you mean by take a stance? I want to marry this girl. That's a stance. Yeah, uru okay, ella okay. The first thing she did, she took a stance. No, I feel that out of it. Of course, after that she was like getting confused. This, that, all that is fine. But at least to start with, she said, "Look, mutual fund industry, in my opinion, is the best." She took a stance. That's a correct thing. Interview also. It will not always be an interview for you guys will not be questions about please tell me who is the Prime Minister of India and all. That you can't take a stance there. Those are interviews which happen for LKG admissions. Okay, the interviews still happen today are not about facts and figures. Nobody will ask you about facts and figures and tell me how much is the penetration of insurance in India. Nobody will ask for that. People will only ask about opinions, about feelings, about your general, tell me about yourself. It's called open-ended versus close-ended questions. You know about the difference between the two, no? Close-ended means yes, no, whatever. Open-ended means where you can talk. People will only talk about this. And there, I think the right thing, in any interview or GD, you introduce to take a stance, and that's something which she did very well. Second thing which she did well was, of course, it's a good ploy. If you don't know what to say, you can then ask, hey, you were talking about banking, no? So, what do you have to say on that? What do you have to say on that? Okay, you put the ball back on the other person's thing. It's the right thing to do. It's the right thing to do because in an interview also the same thing will happen. In a discussion, you will find that you also don't have anything to say, the interviewer also does not have anything to say. Okay, but instead of being bored, maybe you can start engaging in a conversation, a discussion more than a question and answer session, a conversation with the interviewer. So she started to, she tried to put a conversation where she started asking back questions. So Shinjo, please tell me what is your opinion? What is it? Some 3 or 4. I know you did it once or twice, but she did it 3 or 4 times and she started doing that. So that is the second right thing which she did. Third thing, generally speaking, let me see. So I have to Along with that only, prod. Prod means putting this. Okay, talk. No, you talk. No, you talk. Of course, you also did that, Junaid. Anyway, Junaid is top marks. I think the second top marks would be for Shweta. Okay. Knowledge I have said about you discussing other topics. Okay. Yeah. Third thing which she did is prod. Most importantly, this will again happen in interview. Please rephrase. If somebody is saying, okay, I want to go to the financial service sector, don't say anything else, but say the same thing again. Oh, okay, so you want to go into the particular industry called financial sector, but any particular reason for you to want to go to the financial sector. So say the same thing again, put it back to them, rephrase it. Whatever sentence is there, and a salpa kichdi haki, ade sentence tariga ho everybody. So that she did very well in a couple of occasions. So I think these are the positive learnings which can come from this. Okay. Shinju, honestly speaking, okay, I will now tell you guys, the three of you guys just don't make the cut. I don't know how to distinguish or differentiate between the three people, Shinju, Sangeeta and Jobin, but the three of you guys are dead as far as this particular GD session are concerned. But to the extent possible, I will point out a few things. I really do not know whether I can rank the three of you as to how you did or how you did not do, but I will definitely want to point out a few things. What is the point in repeating again and again and again just one point, Shinju? Just one thing you had to say, and that too after people are prodding, but repeating the same thing again and again and again. That's it. That's it, nothing else. I don't have any... for example, I mean, again I'm talking about some... one more thing which Shweta did is the right thing to do. I'm again talking about right things only. I said she took a stance, she kept the conversation going, she prodded people to talk, she said the same thing that somebody said, rephrasing it. The fifth thing she said, which is a good thing to do, is to open a new angle. New angle means what? Give a new idea. You know the new idea she gave? She said that, look, all this is fine, but where for Indian freshers, where are the jobs actually available? Most available. Is it in banking? Is it in mutual funds? Is it in insurance? So that's a new angle to all. You know, where is it available? On the demand side, it is there. We are there. On the supply side, where is it available? Of course, you could have expanded on that idea much better, which unfortunately you didn't. But these are some of the positive things. Shinju, madam, I'll have to come back to you. Absolutely no point, no message, no idea. Same thing again and again and again. I think it has been a lousy GD for you. There's a long way you need to go as far as. But point is, just like there is no positive, there is no negative. Okay. So to that extent, there is no positive and there is no negative also. Sangeeta and Jodi. So therefore, my third would be perhaps. You see, these three are equal. But first among equals would be Shinju. She will not be the last two because there is no negative. These are the same thing. That's good. See, sometimes not doing anything is good enough. As far as Sangeeta and Jobin are concerned, both of them are the same. Sangeeta and Jobin, yeah, same page. But there are things which you guys did negatively. Can I say something, Sangeeta? You, yeah?
Job role.
No. That's good only, yeah, but you didn't explain it at all. First of all, we're not talking about job roles, okay? But if you had talked about it also, it's fine. But you did something fairly negative, which you suddenly started talking about women. Okay, what is the right kind of job for a woman? It's very narrow-minded, yeah? Out there in the corporate world, they don't differentiate, okay, ye to woman hai, ye to house person hai. So, they don't do that at all. It talks about a fairly rural attitude, if you may say that, which is not great at all. So please therefore desist from doing all this. I think attitude has to be right. We should not talk about, okay, so is it good for Hindus? Is it good for Muslims and all? I mean, supposing something like that if you talk, then very poor attitude. So this is something which you did wrong. As far as what you did right is concerned, Anita, I really do not know. Same thing as Shinju, has kept repeating, and people have to prod you to talk. And anyway, kacha mucha, whatever was there. Now, I think My final cake would go to Jobin Bhai. First of all, to open this account itself, Bhaiya took some 10 minutes, 15 minutes even to start saying one single word. I don't know what you said also, honestly I don't remember. Okay, and more importantly, you know what shows underconfidence? What shows underconfidence is, think about it, no? When people are not talking, when nobody is talking and sitting there, then there is complete quietness. When Junaid is talking, suddenly in the middle you try to talk. You understand what I'm saying? When Junaid is talking, so where it is good. The minute he stops talking, then you should start. It's fine. I mean, we can always try to talk in the middle. Say, try to suddenly some idea comes in, we can try to talk. But what it means to the interviewer or the person who is moderating the discussion is, he sees you trying to make a point in the middle of somebody talking. That's fine. When that particular person has ended his conversation, then you should start whatever point. No, tab kuch nahi bola aapne. 2-3 baar aise hua. 2-3 times you prompted in the middle. However, when that particular sentence finished from whoever had finished it, you also did not say anything at all. So that shows a total lack of confidence. It shows a total, I won't say communication skill, but I mean, honestly guys, please remember this. The interviewer is not looking for St. Stephen's and whatever college educated people who can talk in English like a Barkadatta. Absolutely not. Okay. They also do not want absolutely bad communicators, perhaps like me. They don't want such people also. They want people who can put across their point. No problem in broken English, no problem in, and honestly, I mean, your English is not bad at all, yeah? I mean, kya kare? I mean, people do not do interviews in Malayalam. That would mean that it would have been great. But your message should come across, no? First of all, there was no message coming across. Number two, as I mentioned to you, Jobin Bhai, the confidence was lacking. I mean, you just stopped when, this thing you talked when somebody started talking, and then when that person stopped, you also stopped. So, quickly, I don't know if you people agree with me with this learning or not. Of course, I will cut the video, or maybe keep the video itself and take your learning. My messages are these. All of you got the topic wrong. The positive things which Sangeeta is important for you, I hope you understand what I am trying to say. Salpa jaga padtara avರಿಗೆ ಅವರೇ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು ಈ ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂಗೆ. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇದೆ. Okay. Start off, talk, talk. If there is a silence, cover the silence. The lengthier you talk, the better it is for you. The more you talk, the more your interview time, the better it is for you. Take a stance, express your opinion. Okay, keep the conversation going. Put questions back to that. That's I think you will be able to do that very well. Interview, you'll ask it, and the best part is, you know what will happen after the interview, you'll feel very happy. अरे यार मुझसे ही सवाल पूछ लिया. कोई बात नहीं, जब आएगी तब देखते हैं. अभी अच्छा है, good. That shows confidence, no? That's good. And of course, even if you don't know anything at all, no, whatever he says, say the same thing back in a different word. Okay, rephrase. All these things you need to do. All these things are learnings. And please don't make the mistake of talking about Parsi and women. Hey, I am a woman, so I want this kind of a job, yeah. The first thing I will do is I will keep that resume aside. Because I want to treat everybody same. Whether it's a guy or a girl or whatever it is, I would want people to work hard till late. I would want people to go to the market, whatever. Right? So, some of the learnings. Now, the video is on only, but please tell me, what are your learnings? Oh, first of all, you tell me whether you. So, therefore, what is my this thing? Rank number 1, rank number 2. Because there is no mistake at all, and plus no positive order. Rank number 3, rank number 4, rank number 5. But honestly speaking, 3, 4, and 5 are no difference. Yeah, all these 3 are close to each other. So, if I give you marks out of 100, my opinion again, I think Junaid would get 25 out of 100. Shweta would get, let's say, 18 out of 100. This would be 5 out of 100, 4 out of 100, 4 out of 100. Something like that. That will be this is my reading. You can obviously disagree with me, you can agree with me, no problem at all. But I think this is how it is. Okay. Now please guys, your opinions I want. Tell me what is it that, forget about what you learned, but how would you have ranked the people? And don't go by my opinion. Or if you have any other opinions. Or is it unfair for me to ask that also? You have already given your opinion, so how can we give like that? If you are saying also, it's fine. But what are the learnings? What have you learned from this? Can I rub this please?
Out the topic.
Okay, I would request a small thing today. Sorry for cutting it short. I would want Sangeeta and Jobin and Ginger to please talk. Don't repeat what I said. Please don't repeat what I said. The same thing again. What are your learnings? I don't want you to give rankings also. That also I think is very unfair. Maybe next time, without me giving rankings, I want you to do that. Okay. I think this time, just for your learning, I have done the rankings. But yeah, what are your learnings? The three of you guys only, please.
First of all, I don't know more about industry.
Okay. First learning which she has is she has to get knowledge. But the point here, well, the point is accepted, Shinjo. You will never be okay. For example, next topic I will give you. Okay, what topic are you most familiar with? Please tell me that. Which topic do you know most about? What is your specialty? What's your BCom? Huh? BCom, no? So suppose I give you something on commerce, would you be able to talk about that? Particularly on commerce. So don't say this. This is actually an excuse only. I give this excuse to my wife, to my parents. I used to give it all the time. Yeah. Hey, Max, I am an artistic guy, so I do English and all those courses better, but Max I brodilla. Mathematical excuse only. You could have just asked, no? You could have talked and asked questions, no? Ask them back, okay, he knows a lot, no? He sees the newspapers, he read about SBI being more than, is that so? You can ask questions, no? So how much more like that, whatever you can ask. So, okay, next one is that next. You should get knowledge. It's fine. It's very limited in use. It doesn't help in the because you cannot think about it. You cannot get knowledge on all the topics in the world for you to be able to anticipate any kind of question which an interviewer asks. For example, supposing Shweta and Sangeeta want to prepare for the interview which I go to go. To a limited extent only they can find out about what the job is, what does it comprise of, what is it your vanity lakshya, and those 60 questions, then the idea. You can never anticipate for sure what the interviewer is going to ask, yeah? So, that's okay. Okay, next. Yeah, Sangeeta. What are your learnings? Because video is running, please. I want to close the video and then go to the next one. Jovin, what are your learnings? What have you learned from this?
I want to speak more.
Learn to speak more. Okay?
Speak more.
Speak more. Excellent. Okay? Good. So he's learned the lesson which is should talk. Whether you talk sense or not, you should talk. Which is true. Not that these guys are talking any great sense and all, yeah. Okay. But the confidence came through, that's it. My happiness with Junaid and to an extent with Shweta was at least have confidence. That's all is required, yeah. Zindagi mein aur kuch nahi chahiye, yeah. Have that confidence. Okay. What are your learnings, Sangeeta?
Yeah, so the same thing. If he does not prove his intelligence, he will not be recognized.
Okay.
The other person will think that he does not know anything and he will not give him an opportunity in his job.
Okay.
He will not grow.
Okay.
So he should be what he wants to tell. He can say.
I only want the three of you guys. I'm not I'll talk to Sangeeta and Shweta and Junaid later. The three of you guys, please tell me: is this should we continue doing GDs, or do you think that we should look at other methodologies to help you gain that let's say the communication confidence before we go to the GD again? What is it that you want to do now? I'm okay with it. I mean, because I'm not too much concerned about the two of you because आप लोग कब आएंगे या आएंगे क्या पता नहीं मेरे को आप लोग सब but I'm very concerned about Sangeeta. So please tell me, Sangeeta, should we continue this or should we do something else? How should we, or what is your opinion of how we should make you open your mouth? Or should we do a GD where, or should we do a let's say extempore where I'll give you a topic and ask you to talk for 10 minutes about it to the rest of the people? That's also another thing we can do. Should we do that? Or should we continue doing this? What's your opinion? Because I want you to start practicing in practicing hitting the balls. We'll do more series. Okay. What does now Junaid and Shweta have to say? What are your learnings? Positive, negative? Positive, forget it. Positive. What are your negative learnings? And what is it that you think we guys should need to do? For example, Shweta, it's important for you because you need to now start. You are 50 days from now. You are going to face the real bowler.
I have missed out the real topic.
Okay, that is okay. That I told you. All of you missed out. Yeah. And I think all of them missed out because of you, honestly speaking. Because you read something continuously, and they missed out. Yeah. What are your learnings?
I think I should make the concept very clear for people I'm telling something.
Okay.
When there is a silence, I shouldn't give an opportunity for the silence. I speak something and it was silent and I could have continued, but I was expecting others to speak, so I stopped speaking. So I think I did a mistake there.
Okay, in terms of, because you two guys, Sangeeta has said continue with this GD for whatever you are planning for today. Do you also want to do that, or do you think there's some other approach you need to take? You would also want to, one more you would want to continue. Okay, fine. I think we should do that. Can we stop the video please?
Hi, this is Shweta and we all are here for a group discussion topic, and the topic given to us is there is a huge gap between the skills that our MBA colleges equips you with the expectation and the expectation of the industry. So what do you think each of the entities should do to bridge the gap? In my point, actually, there is a lot to do with the MBAs as well as the industries and the candidates also. So the first thing what the candidate should do before talking about MBAs and industries is he himself has to be very responsible about his career, and he should be goal oriented, and he should have his own thoughts, like what he has to do, what he has to prepare. And first the initiation should come from the candidate, and then we can expect the same cooperation with the MBAs as well as the industries. And
okay, Shweta, I am bringing you in our MBA colleges, we are getting only the theoretic knowledge only. We are not getting the real work exposure. We are getting when we are getting joining one company, we can do much more better. Means we have lots of knowledge, lots of theory, but there we are not using that knowledge fully. We can at that time we want to use some knowledge, but we want to get some real-time knowledge.
yeah, I do agree with you, Jogan, but the thing what is happening here is candidates, they just want to get their graduation or post-graduation done, and the MBAs wants to hire the candidates, or like they charge more fees and all, and it has just become a business, and yeah. They're just taking the profit out of all this, the MBAs especially, and they're not giving the services what they're charging. And you find nowadays, like proper MBA colleges and all, they usually charge 5 lakh, 6 lakh. This is which we think these are the best MBAs we have to go for this local, apart from this IIMs and all. So compared to the local MBAs are they're just of not use. Let us simply to say that I have done my MBA and there's nothing to learn, and there's no point of talking about such MBAs also. But the proper MBAs which are there right now in Bangalore and all, I do have my friends working doing their MBAs in proper colleges and all. So it was they joined that particular college because it was very famous and there had a lot of advantages of joining that particular college. So and then what happened was once they entered and then they came to know that no proper facilities are being given, like say no training programs. So the weekly programs should be conducted for the people to start speaking, and I think there is only the way where they can build up their communication skills as well as they can build up their stage courage.
The companies may not want our graduation or post-graduation marks. They want only good communication skills, selling skills, like that.
Hi, dear friends. This topic is very new. Why there is a gap? I think after this discussion, this GD, we will have some suggestions to bridge the gap. Before that, first we need to look into why MPA colleges are not giving what the corporates need. Because there are a number of colleges are in India giving MBA certificate, but they are not providing the exact skills. Okay, fine. The MBA, Master of Business Administration. I have many friends, they have done their MBA and they are directly entered into market. Market means not market, employment in that market, but they don't get any jobs. Why? Because the industry needs what the industry need is different and what the MBA is having is different. So my suggestion is that in the MBA side, MBA colleges side, these colleges have to give much more learnings in what these students have to do after MBA in the corporate world, what they have to do. Because in MBA colleges, what they teach.
They're just concentrating on the subject
only.
And theory part.
Yeah, subject and theory part. But
they are following last some years. No?
Yeah, they are not giving. They are giving the knowledge. They are teaching only what it is past.
Yeah.
They are not teaching what is.
Actually, I think
present.
where there is a problem, because in this MBA colleges, the main problem is they usually go for experienced people who can teach well. Those all experienced people are the old ones, not the youngsters.
But
Young ones who are.
But what you said is right. I am not disagreeing with you. But the thing is that my opinion is that in MBA colleges, the lectures or the professor should be in from the corporate world, because they have the experience. They knows how to work in particular situation, how to manage particular situation. These all things we can learn from the textbook. We will have some case studies in the textbooks, in this year this company has done like this, like that. But the thing is that we have to get the knowledge from the experienced person, those who are from the various corporate world. But nowadays,
but some colleges providing good facilities for MBA students because of our college. They provide 6 months internship, 4 or 5 months internship for their students. We have done our doing our internship in ELXA company. It will be, our future is very good because of we are learn about mutual funds, insurance like that.
Yeah, but we all should know why those MBA colleges are lagging behind to provide us all these facilities. I think the first problem which there arises is see, as you said that they have to go for experienced corporate experienced people. So, but if the MBA, what the problem happening is, if they go for this corporate experience, they are actually demanding high for this one, and the MBA colleges are not, if they are not fulfilling their satisfaction in terms of monetary, and that's why, and people who don't have that much of knowledge practically, and they are ready to come for any amount of salary or any amount of, so this what is happening is, one hand they are taking the money from students also, and in the other hand they are paying less and getting the lecturers or those the experience, but they are not so much thorough about the practically and in industry side, I think the industry also should come forward to give some trainings and all once the, I think before, yeah.
Shweta, what you said in the MBA side, you said that the colleges are not providing the skill, they are not providing the learning process, but the thing is that what they have to do, because only one college cannot do anything. We have to restructure the what it has now, what it is now, because there is in every college is supervised by AICTE or any other university.
Yeah.
So the thought process has to come from there. They have to think like that. Yes, why? Because number of persons are number of MBA graduates are jobless. Why? So they what the corporate needs. So they have to form the syllabi, or they have to reset the curriculum like that only. Because what is the corporate needs? What the corporate world needs. So they have to give that learning also in the MBA colleges.
The best can be the MBA colleges as well as the industry, like companies and all. They should come together and they should have, they should express their expectation, like what kind of qualities they are looking into the candidate when he comes for an interview. So I think the industry has to put force on MBA now for getting those candidates ready-made.
But in this dynamic
because
world,
as a candidate, I alone cannot go and do anything. Now, we all are representing a college, okay? And even if we all together go for a strike that we want so and so services from this college and all, I think that will be only for to some extent. Again, the whole process will be the same as it was before.
so what you are going to say?
I don't know. I think it should be a force from candidate side for the MBA colleges as well as from the industry side to the MBA colleges to make it very strict on the not skills actually. the process what MBAs are following. I think that should be completely changed.
I'm taking the point which is given by Shinju. There are few colleges they are giving a small period of work experience while their graduation course. In that course, these students will get know the what the companies, what happening in the corporate, what happening in the business world.
But in that condition, no, even these MBAs, proper MBA colleges, they're giving internships, that all is fine. But even in that place also, they're not selecting a proper one company for the candidates. They're simply giving such ordinary companies where the candidates have to go and do, and there the candidates will do nothing. They'll not even go for their internship. Actually, they sit at home and they tell, if you go and ask the candidates and all, they tell there's nothing to do at that bank or any.
Why it is like that? The companies are not ready to give. They are not ready to reveal their financial position, or they are not ready to reveal their operations and all. If these students coming for 6 months or 4 months, if they came to know about the company's positions, because this is a fully dynamic world and as well as fully competitive. So if these students came to know about the company's position and the company's some strategies, after 6 months or after some days, if these students go out, going out from our company and going for our competitors firm, and they will give their strata. I'm not saying like that. The thing is that we have to give the AICT or the university has to take some procedures to give some skills what corporate world needs to the MBA freshers, and corporate world has to take some. The corporate companies have to take some. They have to provide some programs like that. After MBA, they have to go for campus placement. After campus placement, for a 6 months. The campus placement for a 6 months, or they have to work in their particular organization and mold them and mold the young MBA graduates and mold them as what they need.
Yeah, I do agree with you, Junaid, but just think of this. You said after the placement 6 months, there should be a training kind of thing which will happen before the candidate actually get into the right kind of job. See, what if at the time of course like MBA 2 years, we usually have, how about having 60% of practical and 40% of theory part in those 2 years time? That you will be more competitive and more developed in those 2 years than spending your other 6 months in just for training. Don't you think that you're wasting those that particular time in those 2 years of your endeavor?
Shweta, what?
That time we are applying our theoretical knowledge and the training knowledge to the company's whole business. We are applying with our knowledge. College is our theoretical knowledge. In our side, we are applying that knowledge in that particular business.
Shweta, I just want to point out that first we need something, then only we can grow.
I just wanted to say
the thing is that if we are not giving more importance to theoretical part, we have to give more importance to theoretical part. Along with that, we have to give to the practical aside.
I think the basic concepts should be very clear to each and every candidate. And You said there should be more weightage given on theory part rather than.
I'm not saying like that, but first of all we need to have something. We need some stuff.
Yeah.
And only we can what we can say, we can do anything. First of all we need some stuff.
Yeah, but don't you think doing practically you learn more than doing it theoretical?
Practical. So
See, in my sense, I feel doing it practically, we learn actually a lot of things than doing it practically, theoretically.
yes, what you said is right, Shweta. But the thing is that how many colleges are ready to do? How many colleges are ready to give the practical training? Because practical training, because anyway we are studying only the theoretical part, a little bit of practical. But if we are giving them more practical side, practical learnings, because they need real experience. Practical means what? Real experience. So if the companies will agree for that, if the companies will agree for that, the companies are agreed to take students from the colleges. Those students are not knowing anything.
The companies are least bothered in those kind of candidates.
Yeah, they are least bothered of.
Yeah.
So what we have to do that? First of all, we have to give. What I'm saying is that first of all they have to give 2 years program, along with they have to give a 6 months training program.
Yeah, Junaid.
And after that, when the time of placement, when the time of campus placement, these companies have to take the students for a particular period, say 5 years, because they are, and let them teach, let them mold the students as they want.
Okay, you're talking about 5 years of.
I'm not saying like that. What I'm saying is that let the corporate world has to take some steps to bridge this gap.
Junaid, what you said is correct. In corporate sector, they also know in MBA graduates they have theoretical knowledge. They have only theoretical knowledge. So for that, they are giving some orientation programs for selecting them. No, it will help. I think it will help.
How to do it?
Yeah, in every company there is orientation. But after orientation there are person.
It is not only in companies,
in
it is
also
in MBA courses also. In MBA colleges also there is an orientation program which is being.
What is orientation? Orientation is just to familiarize with what the firm or organization is that. But after orientation may be for 1 month or
2 months or
3 months.
3 months training.
By the 3 months, I don't think so. These people can learn everything.
It's highly impossible to learn everything in
Everything.
Yeah, I'm not saying that these students have to learn everything, but we have to.
And
Junaid,
what do you say about industry side? Like, how can we bridge the gap?
From industry side,
Yeah.
that's what I said, that the corporate world has to take some steps towards that,
They are
because they
giving
have to
training
give
programs.
some training.
That's orientation.
No, I'm not saying about the orientation.
Orientation
program.
program.
What I'm saying that they have to for that let them my opinion is that for a say like financial service sector industry, the main competitors, let them create an organization to teach. Recently, I read in the newspaper that ICICI, they are providing PG, PBM like that, a course. What is that? It is exactly MBA.
Like that, Reliance also started their MBA.
Yeah. So now the corporate world also moving to the
In ICICI it has already been started.
already been started. So like that, they have to form organization to teach what is special, what the industry needs in financial industries. Everywhere in ICICI, in Bajaj Alliance, everywhere the operations are almost same. So if a person is getting a graduation from that institute, ICICI institute or some other institute, so they'll came to know what would be the operation in these sectors.
Like ICICI, all other companies together should come
And form an organization, an institution to teach and the syllabus should be dynamic. And they have to make nowadays almost every company is giving the fresher course in machine.
And it doesn't make any sense only if MBAs and industries come together and do. I think it has to be a positive approach from our side also
I don't think that we can do anything. What we can do? Because the policy maker has the right to do anything. We can't do anything. The policy maker has to do. AICT or university governor of this particular state, he has to take decision.
They'll take decision about that particular institution or what are we going to do about ourselves?
We going to do if they are setting like that.
It's just senseless to wait for someone to give us the food.
I'm not saying like.
I think it should be a positive response from our side also to come forward and
start that. First of all, we need to start a company or we need to start
I'm not
an
speaking
institution.
about big things. I'm just thinking about an individual. I'm an individual. If I myself don't come forward and I to prepare myself for all like say like programs and all communication skills, I can do it. There's a net facility and all, so I can use that, and I'll be having a friend. We can make groups like this. We can sit and we can do. I think it should be a
Experience sharing is like,
yeah.
experience sharing means those who are working in industry, we can ask.
It's again left to us like how we are going to come up with in our life.
Shweta, now I could add a point that what you said is right. From our side, what we can do.
Yeah, I'm speaking about that.
Now we have Twitter, Facebook, social network sites. Twitter is used by most of the big giants in the corporate world. So what we can do is
I don't think we are getting.
Hey,
We can get someone's means work experience. How I do that one, this one. I think real work experience is the important thing.
Yeah.
Then how you can use that Twitter and YouTube?
What I'm saying is that I think Jobinis didn't get the point what I mentioned. What I'm saying is LinkedIn. LinkedIn, I think everyone knows what is LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a professional social network. Those professionals can use that. In that or in Twitter, there are many number of giants in that, business giants. So what we can do that, we can suggest, we can give our opinion, because they are the kingmakers, they are the policy makers. And if we are giving our opinion like that, and if around say we can say that 10,000 people says what, if 10,000 people agrees what about our thought, they will also think like that. Yes, there is a need for that, because they know that, but they think that first of all, those who cries that baby only get the milk. So we need the here the
Need is ours.
need is ours. Here we need something. So we have to say something and we have to get something.
Start searching yourself.
Yeah.
Coming back to the point of MBA, you said we should have theoretical classes.
Anyway, first of all, we need something,
And-
some stuff. Then only we can.
If there was only theory which was be needed, I think that could have been done sitting right at our home. Instead of going to these colleges, traveling so far and go and pay. There's so much expenses involved to build that building and those lighting charges and all. So many expenses, and we just are losing our money by paying in all such kind of things.
Shweta, I am not saying that we have to give more importance to.
No, I'm not telling you. What you said is correct. I said the alternative can be done like this in case if theoretical is also much needed. And say like we want to go for practical also. I think then theoretical can be done online also, right?
Oh.
But in college, they will get their options, they will come from, maybe they were from the real industry. They will get some experience from that.
Maybe Shada, you are doing your MBA now. Your specialization is marketing. The
5 minutes to go. Sorry. And Sangeeta, please say something.
your specialization is in marketing. That is the college will provide the theoretical of how to sell the product, what are the things you learn like that. After you go for the company give one product to you, and then you go to outside and sell the product to your customers. Because that time you learn how to convince the people how to sell this product like that. In colleges, theoretical knowledge is important, and then
I think Sangeeta madam has to say something about how the others, other entities can bridge the gap.
Other entities and some government entities. If an organization is in lack of money, they can ask to government entities for a loan. To start separate entities, you want to form a thing and do teaching, training. Okay, for that other organizations and
And the other organization maybe like company like e-Laksha. So there also candidates are having an opportunity to develop their skills and have a right attitude. And I think such kind of institutions must be there where people will have an opportunity to open their minds to the real world. And to conclude, has anybody points to say?
No.
So I think I am concluding by saying that there should be full cooperation from NBA as well as industries and as well as from our side as MBAs.
To conclude that, I say that in MBA colleges they have to set their curriculum. In their curriculum, they have to give at least 6 months on-the-job training. On-the-job training for the students. Then only they can at least know. They can at least know what the thing is happening in the real world. Because the corporate side, they have to give they have to take some steps, as I mentioned earlier, that they have to conduct some other programs like 6 months or some programs in the college also, in the college itself, or some other institution for a particular. I said that some cartel have to be formed, like ICICI or Bajaj Alliance, some companies for a competitive company. They have to, the companies which are following the same operation, so they have to form an institution and let the corporate let them teach what the real world needs from the MBA process.
And one more point to add. In spite of having 2 years of MBAs, full complete theoretical, I think, as I said before, there should be 40% of theory and 60% of practical, where in actually the candidates will be facing the real practical world. I think so there should be a huge focus on practical things, and from industry side as well. I think, as you said, Junaid, that they all together should form and come together and form an institution, and they should give the training programs to students. And also in MBA colleges, they should have in a week 3 days. I think they should have programs like say seminars and say group presentations and all, wherein candidates will have and know how to work in groups and all, wherein they build up their leadership qualities as well. And
and one more thing I can add, you people add to this point, that we can do in a club or something, we can arrange a program. In Calicut, I am pointing out that in Calicut there will be there's program in every Saturdays, that the CEOs or the top management persons in the companies and MPA students in and around Calicut, they are giving an opportunity to meet this person, and there will be a small party, and the top management, they will speak about the new startup, and they will speak about how the company is growing and everything, and how the company is working. So the MBA students came to know about the various companies working and all. So in everywhere, so the district level, they have to form a program like that.